may have wanted to learn to play Yu-Gi-Oh in the past.
Oh, there were so many cards.
Worry not, we're here to help. By the end, you should be able to go from
Oh no!
to.
Please, sir, may I have some more?
To begin playing, all you need is a 40-card deck, sleeves for your cards, a binder to put your extra cards in, and a friend. Before you even start, make sure to shake hands with your opponent. Shuffle your deck, then offer your deck to your opponent for them to shuffle. Treat their deck carefully while shuffling. Do not rotate their deck 90 degrees and then shuffle.
That sounds so difficult.
Shuffling is a lot simpler than it seems. You have two major options. First, you can pile shuffle. Make several piles, and then put your cards in there randomly. The quicker and cleaner option is to shuffle your cards by rotating them to the side and then inserting half your deck into the other half. You have the option to shuffle, cut, or simply tap your opponent's deck. Anytime a game action requires a player to look in their deck, the deck is shuffled afterwards unless specified otherwise. Determine who goes first. Any way is fine as long as both players agree on a method beforehand. The most common method is to roll a die or flip a coin. Do not look at your cards until a person is chosen to go first. There are three main types of cards: spells, traps, and monsters. We will go into further detail in later episodes, but for now, this is a general overview.
Spell card?
Spell cards are green and can be played from the hand during your turn.
Trap card?
Traps are purple cards that must be played face down on your turn or set for at least one turn before being activated. After being set, they can be activated during either player's turn. Monster cards are yellow or brown cards that must be summoned to your side of the field. The stars in the upper right hand corner represent levels. Levels 1 through 4 can be normal summoned to the field without a tribute. You can only normal summon once per turn. Higher level monsters are stronger and must be tribute summoned. To tribute summon a monster, you send monsters you control from your side of the field to the graveyard and then place your monster on the field.
Oh god.
Monsters level 5 through 6 only require one tribute to be summoned. Monsters level 7 through infinity require 2 tributes unless specified otherwise.
Senpies? Huh?
Tribute summons are normal summons, and you cannot normal summon and then tribute summon on same turn. Monsters can be in 3 different positions. Face up attack position, face up defense position, and face down position, referred to as a set monster. Either normal or tributed monsters can be set on the field. To begin, both players will draw 5 cards. The first player does not get to draw during the first turn. The second player gets to draw an additional card during the beginning of the draw phase.
Oh.
To win, you must reduce your opponent's life points to 0, while avoiding the same happening to you. Attacks happen one at a time, and you choose your attacker and attack target at the same time. If you destroy an attack position monster by battle, inflict the difference between the 2 monsters' attack as damage to your opponent. If you declare an attack with a monster and the number of monsters on the field changes, a replay occurs and you can change your attack target. However, you cannot change the attack and monster. Once a monster has been selected and an attack has been declared, that monster must proceed with the attack. If you decide not to attack with that monster and choose a different monster instead, that first monster cannot declare an attack later that turn. More on special summoning later. When an attack position monster attacks a defense position monster, if its attack is greater than defense of the defending monster is destroyed, and no damage is inflicted to the life points. If the attacker's attack and defender's defense are the same, nothing happens.
Senpies?
If the defender's defense position monster's defense is higher, no monsters are destroyed, but the attacker takes damage equal to the difference in strength. If the monster was set, the monster is flipped to face-up defense position, the damage calculation proceeds as normal. If no monsters are in your opponent's field, you can attack directly. Subtract your attack for your opponent's life points.
Senpies?
To use a calculator to report both players' life points, simply put 8,000 and then put 8,000 proceeding afterwards. Whenever you're removing life points from the left side, remove 8,000 and then add 4 additional zeros. When removing from the right side, only put in the number of life points that you are removing. Let's go into more detail about how your turn works. There are 6 phases in a turn.
Draw phase, standby phase, main phase 1, battle phase, main phase 2, end phase.
Draw phase. Draw 1 card from your deck. Spell speed 2 and higher effects can be activated during this phase. Standby phase. Only use when a card mentions it. You must go through it anyway. to allow your opponent to activate effects during this phase. Main phase 1. You can summon or set monsters and set spells and traps. You can also activate spells and traps during this phase. Main phase 1 and 2 are the only phases monsters can be normal summoned or set. Battle phase only happens after turn 1, the phase where all battles take place. Main phase 2. During this phase you can activate cards, and if you haven't summoned yet, you can do so. Battle positions can only change during main phase 1 or 2, and battle positions cannot change if that monster has been summoned or has attacked this turn. End phase. The last phase of the turn. Only spell speed 2 effects can be activated here. Give your opponent an opportunity to react or activate effects before the next turn starts. In tournament play, you are expected to call out all phases, beginnings and endings. In casual play, it is up to you. Just be sure to allow your opponent to react after each action. You have now breached the surface of Yu-Gi-Oh, but there is much more to learn. You now know which basic materials you need in order to play, the basic things you need in order to win, and the basic phases of your turn. We haven't even scratched the surface of special summoning, the different card types, and game mechanics that control the game.
If you like what you saw, like and subscribe below. Become a patron and support us today. Follow us on social media. Thank you. Okay, I'm done. That's all my excitement.
Okay.
That's all I had. Wait, MySpace still exists?
Copyright Yu-Gi-Oh! Senpais. All rights reserved. Contact us for sponsorship and advertisement opportunities.